It is, I'm getting my voice back slowly, July the 2nd. It's warm out, but not hot, but it will be. We're supposed to get up into the mid-30s. But what I came out to show you was my Romanescu, the one that's got the zooks on it. There's like 3 over there already. It had a bit of a split in the stem, so I've just covered it with some dirt. It will like get roots on that section, so it will be fine. It's got lots of flowers on it, but none of them are open yet, which is weird. Everybody else is doing great. That one doesn't really have any stuff on it yet. I have to keep looking to see what they all are. I turn the labels backwards so they don't get wrecked with the sun. Gold nugget, so it's a little round gold courgette. But everybody's growing, so that's good. Not dead is good. Everything's still under shade because it's so flippin' hot. And we have spider. Anywhere there's a spot, right, they will make a nest. Excuse me. I've gone to now the lovely and ever popular horse voice. Oh, other than that, the beans are absolutely going rampant. This is why I do colored beans, so I can find them. But these ones over here, these are the Taylor Bush ones, and I don't think they're bush, and I also don't think they're colored, so I might have a fun time finding those. But yeah, there's spider webs everywhere, so wafting away. Oops. Oh, new poppy opened. Excellent. These are so pretty. They're so dense. This is what my peony was supposed to look like. It didn't. Okay, get away from my face, you bugger. Go over there on the plant. There we go. Sorry, I just had to relocate a spider. Yeah, not a lot going on today, obviously. More poppies opening. Whoops, where are we? More poppies. The hydrangeas are starting to flower finally. They're looking quite pretty. They should be very beautiful next year once they get established again. And all the gladiolas are starting to pop up. So that's good. The poor Delph is finally dying off, but I'll be saving seed from that. Nasturtiums are doing great. They need a good water. I think those beans over there that are yellowing need some, I'll give them a bit of feed. Got lots of little bugs flying around. They look like good bugs. I don't think they're bad bugs. Yeah, lots going on. Got to come out and check on my mosquitoes starting already. I'm not too bothered by mosquitoes, but Gerald gets horrible allergic reactions to them. Poor guy. Yeah, not a lot going on today. Got lots of little beans coming up. I'll have to do a check. My outdoor shallots are doing great. Cosmos are getting huge. Nigella, purple and white, are starting to flower. Let's come in this brassica cage before the critters come out and get me. Yeah. Spinach is doing okay. I'm not impressed, but then it's in here, so what are you going to do, eh? This one I just did the other day, and it's already bolting. So that tells you that it's just not spinach time. I got 2 aphids. Got a spray in here. I don't know. How the hell they get in here, I don't know. Anyway. I need some ladybugs, man. Keeping out the bad bugs, you keep out the good bugs as well, right? That's the only drawback. Yeah, got something on this one. Oh, man. Anyway, let's stop whining about stuff. Savoy cabbage is looking fantastic, if nothing else. It's starting to split, which is weird, but that's okay. It doesn't affect the cabbage. Yeah, crazy. It is 22 in here at the moment, it says, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Crazy. Anyway, that's about it today. Cucumber's looking fantastic. I'll step back a bit so you can see. It's doing really good. That's a patio cuke. And that actually is a patio cuke by the looks of it. I don't know how big they get though. But it's got flowers, which means it should have cuke. It's also got ants. How the hell they get in here and up here, I don't know. It's on a table in the greenhouse. Bloody ants will find a way. My first patty pan, not quite big enough to harvest yet. Har, har, har. See? Oof. Spider web again. Anyway, we're going to harvest some potatoes. Okay, hopefully you can see me and hear me. I'm just going to tip these ones out. Now I want this because I'm going to take out all the grass out. Hang on, sorry, I got to get my gloves. Hang on, hang on. Apologies. Wasn't quite ready, was I? Okay. Let's get all this off because we're just going to put all this back in the compost. Oh, look, there's a potato jumping out to say hello. Insanity. Get over there. Okay. Let's get all this crap out and hope we don't run into any frogs. Okay. A couple of worms. Okay. See what we got here. Tiny potato there. Don't want that. Okay. Now these are just the ones that were under the cupboard. So I thought I'd just check them. I'm trying to clean out some pots, so we're harvesting potatoes. They're really tiny, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it, but look at that. Oh, that's a nice one. These are, like I said, from under the cupboard. We love red potatoes. Don't get me wrong, I like a good jacket potato, but when you're having a fresh potato for dinner, these are the best. There, I think that's all the potato. Oh, nope, there's one. Good thing about red potatoes is they're sure easy to find. Now, this stuff, don't tell Gerald I just throw this in the back. He doesn't like perlite or vermiculite. He gets pissed off if I put it in the yard. He thinks it's poison. Anyway, I'll go throw this over there after. But yeah, looking good so far. That's a nice size one. Try to be gentle with your potatoes when you're pulling them out because, like I said earlier, the skins are so soft when you first pull them out. I leave mine for days with the dirt on them. And then what I do is once I've got them to dry out a bit, then let's put this over here. Then I slowly rub them off so that I can get the stuff off them. Lots of nice worms in here, Nick. Okay. Not a huge haul, but like I say, these were potatoes that were self-chitting and rotten under the cupboard. So why not? If they don't work, they don't work. And if they do work, you've got free potatoes. Anyway, let's get this all out of here. I think that's about it for this one. Still quite wet. I watered them yesterday. Because we're in drought conditions again, and it's not even July. Well, it is July now. It's July 2nd, but yeah, it's going to be a hot summer again. And like I said before, it might change and dictate how and what we garden from now on, because you just can't predict what the weather's going to be like, and gardening in like 90 something and 30 something degree weather is just not conducive to good productivity. Plus I melt in the freaking heat. I hate it. Anyway, that's one bucket. I will put this back in there and see if I can't get another one. So anyway, that's the haul out of one bucket. Can you see that? That's the haul out of one bucket. Not a bad deal. And I'll let them dry out and then I'll rub them off. I had to go get another bucket of spuds. I'll be right back with you, but I'll pause you for now. Coming around, poking buttons. Okay, second bucket. This one looks even better. I pulled the tops off over there because I was just chucking them out anyway. But look at these beauties. Look at them, no scab. Thank you, Tony O'Neill, for suggesting I don't put quite as much manure in my pots because that can cause scab. But yeah, beautiful potatoes for free. I didn't even have to buy a seed potato. They were just fresh from under the cupboard. They're just coming and coming. Look at them all. Anyway, let's try this out and see. There's 4. Some are quite small, but we only eat small potatoes anyway. We don't, unless we're making jacket potatoes, we don't eat huge potatoes. In fact, these ones are a bit big for us. Oh, Gerald will be quite thrilled. I've got dirt all over me. I know how Merrill feels, Michael. When you're always coming back with filthy. Okay, and there's the seed potato. Still firm, still growing more potatoes. It's a tiddler. I'm sure I'll have lots of volunteer potatoes somewhere to next year because I'm putting this in the compost bin. There. Whew. And these were under the cupboards, they're called, and they were started April 19th. Under the cupboard reds. Let's see. I think that's about it. Yeah, like I say, the bottom of it's quite wet. The top was really dry, so that's okay. Whew. Anyway, that's harvest for me for today, July 2020, July 2nd. Gosh, I'm rushing my year away, aren't I? Anyway, I'll show you the finished product. Take my gloves off. There we go. Not bad for free spuds. I'll leave them in here. I'll put them on a flat tray and let them dry out, and then I'll give them a rub off later. Otherwise, I rub all the skin off. Sunday, July 2nd. Bloody roasting, so I'm going in for lunch. Have a great day. Bye. So there we go. That's today's harvest of potatoes. Like I said, leave them somewhere out of the direct sun in some flow through air. I'll come out and turn them in a couple of days, and another week or so they'll be dry enough to put in the house. Just a bit of a wee update. The onions that we sowed, I'd have to check and see what day I did them, have all started to come up, so that's good. So I'll sow another bunch later. And the snack peppers, this one does, oh, this one's a banana pepper, sweet banana, so they've got peppers. Can you see that? They're not too fancy looking, but the little snack peppers, try and move the dog cage, move the dog bed. The little red snack peppers. Now that one looks weird. I don't know what it's doing. It's very odd. But the other ones look like little tiny peppers. See? And this one's recuperating from its aphid attack. Yeah, good stuff. Good morning. It's July the 3rd. And seed saving started already. So these are my dwarf sweet peas. So I've picked some of those to dry. And these are the pansy seeds. Now, I don't know if you've ever saved pansy seeds before, but this is what they start out like. If you can see that. And I pick them, and they're like this, because what happens is when they dry out, they open up like whirlybirds. Let's see if I can find you one. Like this. And all those seeds inside shoot all over the place. So that's why I pick them early and then stick them in little yogurt containers because they will self-burst and shoot seeds all over the place. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. Seed saving's already started. I forgot to mention, I was harvesting some tree spinach, and this was a trick I learned anyway, from Steve at Greenside Up. He's still teaching us lots of stuff even now, is to bring a bucket of really cold water with you when you're harvesting things. Otherwise everything wilts. So you dunk it in a bucket of water, and when you're taking it in the house, it's already a little bit clean, but it's also not going to wilt quite as much if you keep it in cold water than if you just carry it around for a while. Anyway, thanks for that one, Steve. Bye, everybody. So we are outside. Ooh, I did it again. I walked through another spider web. I think it's my claim to fame. But what I came out to check on was the beans. I think, as you can see, they're going above and beyond the poles. These are the outside fence beans. So what I think I'm going to do is just top them so they can't go up any further, and hopefully they'll bush out a bit. But yeah, asparagus is looking really happy and healthy. This one's just going to frond now. And I'm hoping that I'm mistaken and the little pellet that's over here on the ground is not a rabbit poop. Oh my God, look at that bugger. I'm gonna go grab him. Hoping it's not a tiny rat. The tiny rabbits can get in here like they did last year because there's a small little opening. Look at this. Bloody spider. I'm not killing him. I'm not stepping on him. I'm just moving him out of my way. Anyway, yeah, pellets on the ground. So, what was I saying? Oh, right, gonna top the beans today. And these ones I don't mind because I can weave them around in top of the trellis. But those ones there, they've got nowhere to go to. So, and these are my radishes that are bolting already. I mean, I just put them here, but look at them. They're covered in aphids. Covered in aphids. So we're just going to ditch them and give up that for the summer. Oh, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Let's put you down and I will get my clippers and get started for the day. So today we're going to try some natural deterrent, eco-friendly, hypoallergenic, blah, 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 dish soap. Wee bit of that. Don't ask me how much. I have no idea. So anyway, bit of dish soap. And sorry, I'm in the sun. And a bit of peppermint oil. Let's see if I can get the bloody lid off. Hang on. You're under my arm. Apologies. My apologies. Some peppermint oil. The dish soap's to help disperse the peppermint oil. It smells like peppermint candy. Not a big fan of peppermint candy. But okay, so put it in a spray bottle. Give it a shake and try it on the aphids. I'll let you know later on how it works. Makes you wonder why I build a brassica cage. Bloody thing. Okay, so we've cleaned up, bottom dropped everything. Smells like peppermint in here now. Sprayed everything with peppermint. Hopefully that gets rid of some of the aphids. I'll leave the peppermint spray soapy stuff in here, and then I'll just give them another spray later. But my own fault. I packed way too much stuff in here, as I always do, but that's okay. We will see what happens. I might harvest a cabbage this weekend and see what Gerald wants to make with it. We don't eat a lot of cabbage. That's why Allison only has 2. So, yeah. Slug traps have got nothing in them, which is a good thing. They're not in here just all the other critters, grubs and whatevers. But yeah, this is, like I say, this is what happens when you use really good compost mushroom manure. But if I can grow mushrooms in here, then obviously anything else will grow. So we have mushrooms everywhere. Let's pull them out. Throw them on the ground. And then they'll just seed everywhere else, right? I cleaned up all this bed. It needs, because it's a first year bed, it needs a top up. And then I have to move these gladiolas from the front and put them to the back, but I can't do that right now either. So a lot of it's like what to do next. So I've got a list in the house of what I have to do in the fall, and moving stuff is one of the big ones. Anyway, have a great day. Bye. It's quite warm. I'm going in the house. It's already 26 degrees at 11 o'clock in the morning and not a cloud in sight. I don't show you my front yard very often because there's not really anything in it, but I thought I'd show you my daylilies. Now these ones and all the ones you can see over behind them and hiding my house address and all these ones, they started out as this one bunch and we've split them over the years. Now they're just literally everywhere. So they're a beautiful color. I'll get you a close-up. See? Quite lovely. And so easy to split every year. And we've still got loads coming. See? Loads still coming. Yeah, quite pretty. So what I've decided I'm going to do with these potatoes is, because they look a little green, don't ask me why, they were covered quite well. And it could just be the potato. If I peeled them, they'd be okay, but if I peeled them, there'd be nothing left of them. So what I thought I'd do, because they're really nice russets, is I'm gonna bag them up in a brown paper bag, put them in the cool garage, and then bring them out in about a month or so and decide where I'm gonna put them and put them back out for a new harvest. And then I will know then to leave them longer to get bigger. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing with these. Outside watering my trees. Yes, I know we're not supposed to water during the day. It's 27 degrees in the shade, but these trees are all in the shade. So what I'm doing is, so that my hose doesn't get full of mud, I just put the hose inside a pot and put the pot on the soil and then water through that. So it's much better than having dirt everywhere on your hose. I was just checking on my Washington Asparagus. These are the ones I seeded May the 4th. And I just threw them in. This is just cocoa core. I just threw them in there and lightly topped them. But Stella was asking at Stella's Vegetable Gardens. She was a lovely lady. You should all go check her out. She was asking how easy they are to sow. And these ones, every single one of them fired up. Now, some better than others, but still. So I will pot these into some bigger pots with some good soil and then leave them in here in the greenhouse for the fall, and then I'll put them out again later in the fall or early in the spring. But I just use these to fill in spots where they've got an open area that's not got any asparagus crowns coming up. And it's always good to regenerate your asparagus beds with new ones, because they do have sometimes crown rot or they just don't produce enough. So I always intersperse them with some new baby ones. So yeah, so go visit Stella over at Stella's Vegetable Gardens. Have a great day. Bye. Yeah, they're making a new one. I have a cucumber. And there's another one here somewhere. Where did I see it? I think that's one there. One right there. Should have lots more. I keep having to turn it because it's taking over. I don't know what to do with it. It should be like on a stand somewhere where it can droop over everything, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Red swan. Ooh, almost. Lawnmower day. Everybody's out cutting their lawn. Look at this. Cutie bud. Oh, it's cooking out here. I gotta go in the house. I gotta fall down from heat exhaustion, but I just thought I'd show you the pinky colored ones are the red swan. There's a couple of purple queen bush ones and one pongo. Yeah. And I did the sacrilege thing. I ripped out that whole plant that was at the corner of the bed there where the tomatoes are. This is it here. This is what the flower looks like. That's basically all it is. And it is a weed. This is all root. I'm going to put it in there a year ago. So I've pulled it all out now so I can see where it is. But yeah, I'm going in the house and cooking.